Step into the flow. Step into the flow.
Over 2 nights in the wonderful Poisson Rouge, during the course of our pretty raucous dinner party, we recorded almost 5 hours of music and readings. This, however, this is a television program. We can only show you less than a fifth of all that. Sorry.
And who are these great future branches of humanity that we are constantly sacrificing for? Always losing their gloves or their shoes, dropping their passports along the avenues. The avenues, the avenues.
So apart from entertaining the sellout crowds on both evenings, what was the point of Other Voices transplanting itself to New York City? What does it gain us to travel abroad and showcase our music, our writers, our stuff?
What a Coco. What a Coco Chanel. What a Coco. What a Coco Chanel.
I mean, the country's banjaxed, isn't it? Will any of this fix anything? Will it affect the interest rates? Will it help with the ECB? Hang on. Did we even think to ask the Troika?
You know, they say that the real reason the Catholic Church does not enthusiastically support scientific research has to do with certain potentially dangerous discoveries. Like,
I'm not so sure that there's a nation in need of absolute resurrection. I mean, we're always there, and sometimes the most excellent things come out of difficulty.
countless Earths just like ours. And if that's true, then there is the possibility that there are popes on all of these planets. And so then the question is, which pope would be the main pope? The oldest pope? Pius the Millionth.
The arts tells us something about who we are as people. It tells us something of the values. Maybe it can be something of a roadmap. I mean, the current crisis isn't just simply economics, you know. It's just that our way of being and thinking doesn't really function anymore, and the thought system that got us to there is not the thought system that gets us out of there.
Here's a question. Now, how do you actually create desire?
We've had enough creative banking. The time has come now for the bankers to stop being creative and allow the more traditional creators to get involved.
Imagine Paris on a cloudy afternoon. November, leaves swirling around the monuments. Elegant shoes clicking along the sidewalks.
I don't think we're here to sell Aer Lingus tickets. I don't think we're here to sell hotel rooms in Ireland, but I think that we will.
And the bars are full of golden light and people wearing devil-may-care silk scarves tied over their shoulders. And you know you are there too. Meeting your best friend for a drink in your favorite small bar, the glance.
You're playing for Ireland, as far as I'm concerned. You're putting on the green jersey, and you should be proud of it. And I am very proud of the other writers who are on the bill.
Now, in fact, you have never been to Paris, but you miss it anyway, more than any other place you've ever been.
When a gathering like this happens, of musicians and writers, they gather themselves up. But it is also the effect is something that allows then a wider community to gather themselves up as well, and gives us some sort of communal voice. Yeah. You know, that is, as you say, is beyond the individual. You know, but the artist can turn the key.
Coco Chanel.
We're unzipped. We're able to, you know, all that ebullience of just crack and madness that, you know, somehow that just seems to come back into us as a spirit when we're unleashed by the land, if you like.
Coco Chanel. Thank you.
One of the things that comes across is the sense that we are all in this together, and we're all attempting, as best we can, to make songs and poems and music, prose, fiction, that might be equal to the moment of Ireland. Ireland, of course, keeps shifting. It's hard enough to locate where it might be, but I think one of the things that artists do is to give a sense of a country that often the historians and the social geographers and the journalists and the politicians don't quite manage.